So a lot of violence continues in Manipur. Even today, 9 people have been killed. What is the reason? What is happening in the state, sir?
Yeah, sad, very sad. What's happening is very sad. I wish things were under control. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes,
Okay, yeah.
absolutely.
So it's very sad. And this place, Khamenlok, is where this deaths happened today. And I think 9 bodies have been recovered. And they say that there could be more because some bodies have gone missing. That is what they say. I don't know how far it's true. So that's the situation. Things had gotten better, except that in Khamenlok, this is the third day, 2 days back, tab se the firing has been going on, and otherwise things were coming down and looked like things were coming into control. But of course, Manipur has always been on the edge. It's been a long time, no doubt. So that's the situation.
But Mr.
Very sad. And curfew has been shortened because I always feel that in the middle of all this violence, the only good thing that the manager, not the only good thing, sorry, the good thing the administration had done was to ensure that things looked normal. So the curfew had been relaxed till 8 o'clock. Then yesterday it got shortened because of the Rapid Action Force in a very stupid way breaking vehicles unnecessarily and aggravating the situation. So it was cut short to 6 p.m. And today, after reported deaths there in Khamenlok, it has been cut short to 9 o'clock. So the area, it's tense now again, unnecessary.
Sir, I would like to take this liberty to ask you, Mr. Singh, that why is it difficult for lawmakers of Manipur Assembly of different ethnic communities to sit? A very reliable source in the Congress party told me that Mr. Kharge wanted a meeting. I'm giving an example of a party, for what I know. They found it difficult for ethnic cookies and MLAs, former MLAs, to sit together in a single room. They just couldn't hold the meeting.
Never approached me. I'm always game. After all, we're all human beings. Insaniyat, humanity has to play on, ultimately.
No, humanity has to play on, but in peace process, the constituents have become absent. They have just gone away.
Yeah. Some of them disagree to some persons on the list. I am not on the list, but as far as I am concerned, I mean, ultimately you have to talk it out. I mean, how long will you keep fighting each other? You'll have to. I mean, I'm not on the list, but I have no issue personally. If you ask me, I'm an independent MLA. Supporting the government, I have no issue. I am willing to talk to anybody.
That makes your perspective even more unique. That is why I'm asking you, sir, that when the cookies don't want to speak to the Meiteis don't want to speak to the cookies, and the Chief Minister says that, okay, we will have a peace talk, but we will not talk about separate administration. I'm just saying, hypothetically, how can you have a talk when you have just decided the framework already? How do you move forward?
See, I've seen you a lot on TV. I don't know your name.
My name is Karthikeya, sir.
Okay, Karthikeya. So, Karthikeya, the thing is that, first of all, Manipur, there are certain things which cannot be talked about. You can't hope for a separate area or a separate administration. I'll tell you why. You have to understand Manipur. The gentleman before me speaking, I'm sure, has far more experience than I am, but Manipur is a totally different story. Everything is not the same in the northeast. Manipur is too complex, too different. Now, in Tripura, 30% was the valley area and 70% was here it is a different thing. The valley area is only 9 point something, which is less than 10%. And if you take away Loktak area and Kabul Lamjau, you're probably left with 6.5. So the situation here is far more extreme. Secondly, if you're going to give separate administration, you think the Meitei Nagas are going to be quiet? Please think. So when you try to do that, you are going to create a huge problem. So, and you have to understand, for centuries, we have all lived together peacefully. Why suddenly this has happened that you need to have a separate thing? We have lived together for separate, I mean, certain incidents, very unfortunate, very barbaric things have happened. I agree. But when we have lived together for so many years, hundreds of years, we will continue to live together. Because if you try to give separate this thing to one group, the other group will ask. And Manipur, as it is a very small state. It is you have to understand the history of Manipur from before. So you think the Nagas are going to be quiet? So there are going to be too many situations coming up. Best thing is talk it out. Yes, I understand. The rule of law has to be prevalent and it must be executed with an iron hand. Simple as that. Everything will fall into place.
Nishikantji, Brijesh Pandey this side. I wanted to ask you, how do you move forward? Because, the centre has appointed a committee, a peace committee consisting of 51 members under Governor Anusuya. And, when the announcement was made, a majority of people, from both from the Kuki side as well as Maiti side, they have said that they were not consulted and they chose to opt out of that peace committee. How do you make the movement forward? Why were they not consulted and all? What is the way forward?
I think they should have been consulted because things are too complex, and those who want to be in the list should be. And you have to. I don't know. I mean, somebody has to make a, because I am not in the thick of the action. If you tell me, I would say, well, I will consult people and say, what's your, what kind of list you want. Let them prepare, and we can have a middle path.
But then there is also another thing, you're saying that you're not in thick of the action, but it gives you a unique position to take a middle of the road and a neutral, not a neutral perspective, perspective which is fresh and different from other people, because people will be locked to their political parties. But in this case, it is very strange, and I asked this question, Mr. Singh, that it is like sending the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh to Patna, or Chief Minister of Bihar to Ranchi, or Ranchi's Chief Minister to Vizag, or Andhra's Chief Minister to Tamil Nadu, or Stalin to Kerala, Mr. Pinyani to Karnataka. We have Hemant Biswa Sarma going to Manipur. Isn't it a Manipur problem? Shouldn't it be dealt with Manipur people? Shouldn't it be a job of Biren Singh ji?
नहीं उसमें क्या है कि Mr. Biswas is in a unique position. He's the chairperson, I think, of NEDA, the Northeast Democratic Alliance. So there are certain things that he can do, and probably the Chief Minister at this point of time cannot do. Mr. Hemanta Biswas, being the chairperson of the NEDA, can meet the Kuki leaders, as well as other leaders. Probably that, I think, right now, probably the Chief Minister is not in a position to do. But he can do that. So I think it was a welcome step. Whatever effort Mr. Biswas put in, I think it's a welcome step.